Hello, welcome back to another Bitcoins, comics, and stock trading. In the previous video, a live chat, my apology that the audio didn't come out very well, but I started a discussion on what I consider the four stages of Bitcoin. And the very first stage, as I mentioned in that video, is early adapters, okay? Any new tech, any new things need early adapters to jump on board, to give it a chance to take a risk. Okay, that happened with every new thing that's introduced. People don't know. Somebody would have to try it out first to see if it's good, and many people are late adapters, okay, like me. And then I mentioned stage two is corporate adaptation. We are at the early stage of that right now, okay? And it will be very interesting to see how fast this will become wide corporate adaptation. What I mean by wide corporate adaptation, does it have to be hundreds of companies? No. Let's take the S&P 500, the Standard & Poor's 500, the large 500 public companies. I don't even need to see all 500 companies participating in Bitcoin one way or another, whether they put Bitcoin in their balance sheet or they doing something with Bitcoin transaction like Visa and MasterCard, okay? But I think wide corporate adaptation would be widely agreed and accepted if 1 out of 5 companies, public companies that is, do something with Bitcoin. Because if 100 out of the top 500 public companies are doing something with Bitcoin, it's hard for the naysayer to say that it's not corporate wide adapted. Okay, by that point, the amount of institutional money that are in Bitcoin would be 10 times larger than what Tesla or MicroStrategy had put in. Between those two companies, and I think Square and PayPal also put in a little bit. Between those 3 or 4 companies, you were talking about not even 3 billion. Okay, but if 100 companies put in even half, on the average, half of what those companies put in, you could see the amount of institutional money go up by 10 times, 20 times easily. I'm sure if you follow Bitcoin, you have seen some crazy numbers in the trillions that are thrown around, as far as, if 5% of the cash on the balance sheet of companies are put into Bitcoin, it would be X trillion dollars. It's going to be insane, okay? But for me, that's what I'm watching. For me, once corporate wide adoption took place, it's going to be huge. And I don't know how long that's going to take. Is this going to be a year, 2 years? I don't know. But one thing that I think will happen very quickly once we reach that kind of scale with corporate adoption is the third stage, government adaptation of this, okay? Once so many companies are involved, the government around the world can't stop themselves to FOMO into this, okay? Because you know what they want: tax, okay? They want a piece of the pie. However, they don't need to believe it. They don't care. But once it becomes corporate wide adapted and all kind of transactions are taking place, all kind of gains are being produced, the government want this, taxes, okay? And they will get involved. I think that is when you are going to see the steepest jump of Bitcoin. As steep as we have seen the rise from 10,000 to 40 something, almost 50,000. I'm shooting this video when Bitcoin is, trying to break the 50,000 barrier. So hopefully I will load it soon. But that seemed pretty steep. You're talking literally 3-4 months. We can go even steeper, okay, once that third stage is reached, because you can see the curve go even steeper with corporate-wide adoption. Because what happened is, as more corporate get involved, you are going to get more coin falling into stronger hands, and they're not going to trade a lot. So the base, the floor of a lot of coins, whether it's Bitcoin or other crypto, will keep on going higher. Okay, Bitcoin will still be very volatile. That's the nature of the asset. But I think the more corporate get involved, the higher the floor is going to be for Bitcoin. And once the government FOMO into Bitcoin, the third stage, you are going to see the steepest jump of Bitcoin yet. I don't know where or how high it can go. I'm sure you have heard of people predicting even 7 figures. Can I see that? Yeah, when the government get involved, at that point it's gonna shoot even higher, if not at the highest point. So that's the third stage. Okay, I will save the last stage for the next video, but for now, the first 3 stage of Bitcoins, at least according to my brain. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.